All right, folks. Hey, welcome on back here this Monday afternoon. Great to see all of our students and members alike inside our live trading room. Let me pop the webcam up at least from there. Great to see Dominic. Great to see Margaret, Kathleen, Rajan. Great to see Brad, Andrea, Grant, Leda, all of our students rejoining us perhaps. Great to see you. Let me just get a quick sound check to begin. Everyone hear me loud and clear, hopefully. There we go. Dominic, Lawrence, Leda, loud and clear from everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, where you may reside. But without further ado, let's hop right into the thick of things here. This CXAI trade, nice little push up for the beginning here. I mean, across the morning, it ended up beginning, but now at this stage, it's holding closer to the highs. It's a stock that right away you want to put on our afternoon watch list. But the thing that's really tempting us here is the fact that, I mean, this made a big pop to begin this month, back last week, actually, back last Monday to be exact, 7 days ago. So the closing bell print from that price that day, $6.15, $6.15. So, it hasn't really made a clean breakout just yet. That's because it's probably just chopping up. Maybe there's a new resistance level right above it. Maybe a new sell order popping up in between, or otherwise, maybe we'll see a new buyer step in to help with that push. But yeah, we'll put this on our watch list. Actually, let me just show you the level 4 here while I'm at it. So yeah, I mean, it's not too far away, but at 650, about 59,000 shares roughly sitting there. So, we'll definitely put this on our watch list to begin. It's treated us very well for the last month or so, last couple of weeks at that. And we'll see if this could look to continue. Not even back from the beginning of this month, really back from beginning of March, really, end of February even. So, hey, let me ask all of our students here in chat, Charles, Kathleen, etc. What other AI stocks do we tend to focus on? What other AI stocks are there out there? I'll give you one right now. AI. C3 AI. That's not really moving though, right? Not really budging. So what other stocks are AI affiliated that we've been trading over the last week? What do you have for me? Work together as a team. We'll build up a nice little list, right? So what do we got? Any of our students here? Dominic on SOXL, maybe, but that's more like the chip semiconductor based ETF. That's more like NVIDIA, AMD, etc. Leda with MDAI, Sam from up top saying SOUN. Yeah, we'll take a look at those. MDAI, not really going anywhere. I got one in between. BBAI, not really budging too much. But the SOUN, I was going to just kind of spin towards this here anyway. So SOUN, just earlier today, I was hypothesizing, I wonder if this could look to make a run off of $5 at $12.53. I wrote that to you there. Popping up on the top right. Also, actually, I'll show this on the heat map too, but I wrote to you as well afterwards. SOUN had a 1 million share iceberg order on the buy side at 480. I know Grant was looking at it then. I was making a joke at the time just earlier saying it's like that meme SOUN. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Now it's pushed up a little bit more since. So yeah, I'm gonna put this on our watch list here too. It's just one that we're familiar with. It's making at least a slightly better push alongside the CXAI. Obviously, CXAI is the better of the two. But yeah, here's your 1 million share buy order out there. It's on the EDGX ECN. If you're on the old-fashioned NASDAQ book viewer, it's going to be hard for you to find that. It's just not showing there. It's through a different ECN. But I'll put CXAI, I'll put SOUN, both on our watch list here to begin. See if both can keep trucking up. Now, what we will do, though, is just go right from top to bottom otherwise. Oh, actually, maybe one more AI stock while we're at it. I haven't checked in with this trade really since the early morning, actually. VERI. Ooh, up 9%, up even more than my SOUN. So, yeah, this one's pushing right back on up towards where we topped off back from Thursday last week. You have about 12,000 shares on the sell side here at 724. I don't have the heat map at least up just yet, but you know what? CXAI, VERI, and then the SOUN, kind of in that order I'll go with, even though I'm in SOUN. It's the third one there. I think CXAI and VERI are the two better looking at the trades. Sam said used to do Bullfrog, but it's going nowhere. Well, there we go. Answered that, right? Now, maybe there's another AI-based company or whatever the hell, maybe just on the gainer side here, but let's just go right from top to bottom right now, see what else we can grab here. Yeah, AUUD. I think that this one's done with for right now. I could actually just kind of expand my gainers list here. Take a look at the float, or maybe you could just even say lack thereof. A 2 million share float. That's tiny. That's microscopic for what we normally even trade. So, look at that. Look at ETAO, that is. I got to get better eyes. UCAR, that's even, I don't know what's going on with that trade. You know, those low float stocks, it's already testing support over and over and over. So, you know what? I'll come back to AUUD as more of like an education thing, an example thing here, because I think it's going to break lower. Wave, see if this can make a better push coming up. It's like just kind of teeter-tottering here. Already made a better push earlier this morning, or earlier this afternoon, mind you, 1 o'clock, that is. 1 o'clock to 1:30, 1:45, pretty much it ended up making that run. But from there, pulled back. You know, I'll come back to it if I need to, but I want something that's sticking better to the highs, like that CXAI trade, something of that line, something of that nature. Yeah, this thing's a mess. What is this, a 20,000 share float? I don't think that's true. I think that's got to be like a glitch or typo from TradeStation. But we keep going through, though. I mean, for a Monday, right, you typically expect nickels and dimes, but we did really well today on a few different stocks. Some of the pot stocks as well, CGC, ACB earlier today, ALCC. You got to respect the chart. That is a beauty of a chart. Higher lows, higher highs across the afternoon. Just, you know, kind of a skimpy book. Not really too jumpy towards something like that. I'd say the same thing here on STI. It's also kind of near the highs, but OM. All right. Can you get a lot that looks like that? Hopefully not a lot that looks like this. This is a buyout. Just kind of keep going from there. You got Coinbase ETF up there, Life W. That was also really, this was actually, you know, it doesn't look too good, but this was a really great trade from earlier today. Got out just in the nick of time. Fausto had called this out head on pretty much. Topped off a little bit earlier than that. Presumptive 10:15, 10:30 reversal hour. IRBT, that's right, this one. All right, so remember actually last week, if you folks were here with me last week, we were talking about, what was it, Apple or Google, one of the two, with the partnership. We're trying to make the at-home robots. And that'll go over really well. Well, when that news came out, it was with iRobot, IRBT, I believe. This company here had a big pop and drop back, I think on Wednesday was last week. And then now it's actually gradually pushed up higher. Got resistance up top here at 10. It's not a bad one to just throw on our list for now, you know, kind of put it towards the bottom here for the meantime, but it's a decent look. Got a decent order book, resistance at that whole number level at 10. SOUN, still trucking up right now, penny by penny. It ain't much, but it's honest work, as we said earlier. All right, we keep going through. We got Tesla ETF here, TSLL. There's our very trade. I'll take a look at that Tesla ETF. Why not? You know, it's at the highs. Don't get me wrong. Let's just take a look here. Just obviously pretty similar chart. TSLA. I could add it at the end of it, at the end of our list. You know, I'll come back to Tesla and the ETF there, TSLL. All right, let's hop over to the loser side here. Actually, before I do, take a look at the SPY, just seeing just how the markets are looking overall. So Tesla definitely doing pretty good for today, given SPY hasn't gone anywhere. In fact, right now, a bit of lower highs from the morning. So you know, maybe a little bit of a pullback heading into the afternoon. You know, we were focused on a big level on the SPY last week that we'll still look at. I think that was like 517.50 we just had up. Peri, P-E-R-I. What is it, Peri Ellis? No. Let's see. Perion Network. Don't know the company, don't care as much. And that's not just me being ignorant or whatever. It's true because we care a lot more about the trend. We care a lot more about the liquidity or maybe lack thereof at times. This does have some pretty good liquidity. And the fact that it actually is easy to borrow from me on TradeStation. We always get asked like, hey, do you short stocks? Of course we did. you know, what do you think happened during the pandemic? Ended up, I mean, at the time, that was before I was buying options then. So I wasn't even doing puts. So it's just a matter of just trying to short stocks that were easy to borrow, maybe even during those times follow an inverse ETF. But nevertheless, here, Peri just on its own, whatever news came out led to a big move. For anyone that's, you know, a little cautious and you know, for the curious minds, I'll take a quick look. I was looking at some of the pot stocks earlier to see what news was out across that sector. Let's see. Q1 preliminary financial results. got to be lowered guidance, right? Yeah, after they slashed fiscal year 24 guidance and issued outlook below estimates. So that's typically the headline when it's like earnings based like that. Either that or like the whole board quits, but end up leading to a pretty good drop off earlier today and still at the lows. So I'll add that Perry just as a short. Let me know, folks. That's right. JTAI from Kathleen and chat. I'll take a look at that too. Just didn't see that up until right now. So if there's anything else looking good, just now is your chance, folks. Up, down, left, right, more than 5%. Just let me know here in chat. Ran a 1.5 miles midday today, drinking my water infused with creatine and Himalayan salt. Pretty good hydration. But otherwise, let's see if there's anything else here to wrap up. Yeah, that's not good. JTAI. It's one that it is an AI stock. It is an AI stock, but definitely not one that we will want to follow. So let me just go back to my side list if I need to. Like I said, a couple that we'll just check out here at the end. AUUD, still nipping at that 4 level. I feel like it's just going to crash it here momentarily. ACB isn't really going anywhere right now. CGC, I took a small trade on this just as it was trying to make the break above 1022 level, 1025 just before. So that could still be in play, but I'm not going to put it on our main list. It's volatile enough where, hey, if stars align, we'll call it out. But if not, we got better trades to work with so far. I guess with that, I will add, even this is pulling back now, right? I was going to say Tesla and the ETF there, but not a great need for right now to put that on our list. So I'll tell you, not a big one. We got a few different AI companies out there, the CXAI, the SOUN, the Very. We're off to a good start on SOUN at least already here. Didn't mean for that to rhyme. IRBT, Perry. Dominic asking about the DJT trade. As a short? Because that would be a bad looking short, just hard to borrow and otherwise order book thin. So this is where I say all the time, and I just say this across the board to every person here. For stocks that are very thinly traded, you got to have a very good reason to trade it, right? I'm more keen to following a stock up than down. I feel like that's all of us. Yes, we do short. I just said it earlier with Perry, but DJT, with Trump, like him, hate him, right, left, down the middle, whatever. Just focus on tradable. Focus on tight spread, consistently filled in order book. This stock never has that. So unless if there is an extremely good reason to follow the stock, for me, maybe the cheaper it gets, it will fill in more the order book, and it can be a better trade. Actually, the order book looks even I guess a tiny bit better compared to when it was like a $45, $55, $60 stock back last week. So, just don't want to catch a falling knife. I'm not too interested in this trade for right now, but maybe if the order book fills in more, maybe if the company does a stock split, I doubt that will happen. I'm just saying, or if they do like a common stock offering, maybe the liquidity can fill in better on the order book, but that's all. Sam says, if the stock is hard to borrow, can buy puts. True, but I for anyone that's not really too confident with their trading, I wouldn't want them to be switching over to options just out of nowhere. Especially for anyone here, like if you're an active day trader here, that's one thing, but I wouldn't want anyone to be trading options when they shouldn't be. And again, we got better stocks to work with. So, folks, hey, let me know. Last call here going into the close. I'll be back on the mic in about 15 to 20 or so minutes at 3:05 the latest. I'll be back on there. But otherwise, hey, live workshop tomorrow, simulcast inside our live trading room, and of course on YouTube, that being Traders Talk. So be a friend, tell a friend. Just make sure to hit the follow or subscribe button if you're on YouTube, that being at cybertradingu. Again, at cybertradingu popping up on the lower left. On the top left, you should see a little QR code. If you're good with your phone, good with your camera, just scan that right there. Take you to a quick landing page, get you signed up for a week-long trial inside our trading room. That's normally where we have all of our education, all of our chat throughout the day, and our students and instructors, of course, Fausto, 35 plus year pro in the market. Myself, I've been doing this for nearly 10 years. My colleague, Rich, nearly 5 years at this point. So, we are scanning all throughout the day. And for our students, well, it pays to be a member. It pays to be inside the chat board. Even if you're not actively trading, it pays to be there because you can never stop learning as far as why we're doing what we're doing. But, hey, for all of us there right now, I'll be back on in just about 20 or so minutes. And we'll go from there, folks. Trying to find one more runner here, one or two more runners here heading into the market close.